I'm Miss Tia, and I am the proud owner of Ambassador Kids Montessori Preschool right here in Fort Lauderdale. Today, I'm going to do a dry pouring lesson for you. Use the placemat to define the space. Objects off of the container. I'm going to take it we're going to place it to the top left corner of our mat or our work surface. We try to place items to the left corner because we are positioning the child to start reading, because we read from left to right. Okay, so that is why we try our best to place it here. Now here's what we're working on. I put the item in front of the child, and we do our best not to talk a lot through the lesson. I'm talking you through it because I'm trying to teach you how to do it at home with your little one. You can use any container that is a similar or same container. The ones I've chosen today are teacups. So because it's a teacup, I'm going to show. Now that is what I call a completed work cycle. The child started with the item on the left side. They poured it on the right side. When they poured it back to the right side, that completed the cycle. The child is now able to say, when I ask them, are you finished or would you like to do it again? They're able to say finished, and they'll put the lesson away and place it back on the shelf, or they'll say do it again, and they're able to continue to work with the lesson. In Montessori, we start with dry pouring before we go into wet pouring. So I just brought over some other articles or items that you can use at home that you could find around your house to do a similar lesson. Okay. So on my shelves last year, instead of buttons, I started them off with shells. And they just did the same thing. They poured from this container into this container and then back again, and that completed the lesson. So anything small, you can use pom-poms. I also have pom-poms are quieter. If you have a toddler at home, or if you're working from home, or you're watching or listening to a podcast and you just want things to be quieter, instead of using something that might create a little bit of sound, you can use pom-poms, and you can buy a bag of pom-poms from our Dollar Tree. This one is just dry macaroni. Of course, it's uncooked. And again, you would place that on a tray on your shelf, and you would have them dry pour and pour back, and that would complete the lesson, and they can tell you whether or not they want to do it again. And when they're doing it again, it's building focus. It's building concentration. So if your child said no, they want to do something else, that's perfectly fine. Don't get upset. Don't get angry. That is their choice. We in a Montessori classroom like to create autonomy, which means they have choices. This is just another bag of buttons. So what I did is I went through my whole bag of buttons. I bought this from Dollar Tree. This, of course, is shells. You can get shells anywhere, but these are actually from my native country of the Bahamas. And these buttons, I actually went through the bag of buttons and I took out the really small ones. Okay, I took them out and I separated them. So for chubbier fingers or a younger child, or if you're going to walk away from this lesson and you're concerned that they may stick it in one of their orifices, their mouth, their ear, their nose, I would take out these smaller ones and leave them to the side until the child is older and more independent. Now, another lesson that I want to use or show you with the buttons today is to just simply do this one. And I'm just using my pincher fingers. Why? Because we are preparing these muscles for holding our pencil. And this is just giving them practice. They think it's fun. And that's what they're doing. If you see your child is a left dominant child, you would just allow them to use their left hand. Not all of us are right-handed brained children. Some of our are lefties, and that is perfectly okay. So those are the lessons that I wanted to show you today. I am so happy that you decided to join me. Have a great day.